Welcome back. Now we're going to go to number 4, which is, a lot of the meat of Module 2. It says write the equation of the line with slope -1/2, abbreviation for slope is m, that goes through the point -6, -8. -6 is your x, -8 is your y. In slope-intercept form, point-slope form, and general, or sometimes they call it standard form. So I want 3 answers here. First one I want is slope-intercept form. The next one I want is point-slope form. And the last one I want is what we call standard or general form. I've seen both. Let's go through slope-intercept form first. The point that you're plugging in is -6, -8. -8's the y. It's one of many points on the line. The slope is -1/2, or m is -1/2. The x is -6 plus b. -1/2 times -6 is 3. Solve for b by subtracting 3. b is -11, which makes my slope-intercept form y equals -1/2 x minus 11, because I just need an m and a b in order to get slope-intercept form. Point-slope is actually a little easier. We plug a number in here, here, and here. The point that we're plugging in is -6, -8, so my y1 is -8, so I'll go y minus -8. Please note the formula has a minus in it. Equals, my slope is -1/2, and my points are x minus -6, because I'm plugging in a -6. Now that answer is correct. However, if you ever see 2 negatives next to each other, a better way to write that is just make it a big old plus sign. Same thing here, 2 negatives, make a positive. Last is standard form. I'll be honest, you want to have the slope-intercept form first to change it to standard form. And if you notice, standard form, the x's are first. So I'm going to take these x's and move them first. Well, if I move them to the other side, I will be adding 1/2. Since it's -1/2, I will be adding 1/2 x. Bring down the plus y and the -11. There are 2 rules for standard form. The rules are the a value must be positive, which it is. If it wasn't, I could multiply everybody by a -1. But we're good. A is positive, but there can't be any fractions in it, and that is a fraction. So to get rid of fractions, whatever is in the denominator, which in this case is a 2, if I multiply everybody by a 2, I will get 1x plus 2y equals -22. And that is slope-intercept form. Flipping it over on the back, let's do number 5 and 6 real quickly. Number 5, you have -5x plus 10y equals -90. It says transform to slope-intercept form and list the slope. Well, slope-intercept form means it's solved for y. So that means I need to bring the x's over. So if I bring a -5x over, it would become +5x. And I need to solve for y. I need to get y by itself, so I'll divide everybody by 10. When I do that, I get y equals 5/10, which is better written as 1/2 reduced x, and -90 divided by 10 is -9. It says transform to slope-intercept form and list the slope. The slope in slope-intercept form is the number in front of the x. The abbreviation is m. Number 6, if they ever ask you for the rate of change, they are asking you just for the slope. It's a fancy way of saying slope. And that concludes 4, 5, and 6.